Hi there, and welcome to the UWW Orientation website. Here you will see that there are a whole bunch of tabs up here that will help guide you in finding information that you will need here at the university. First and foremost, we will start with university requirements. The university requirements here at Northeastern are for every student that attends here. So you will have to take a writing intensive course, which we offer, which is called NDP 310, Diversity in the Workplace, a human relations course, which if you take NDP 310 and diversity in the workplace also counts as the requirement for human relations, a math quantitative reasoning, it has to be a college level and no fundamentals of mathematics, a minimum of 24 credit hours here at Northeastern. This can include independent studies, your approved learning contract, your approved narrative transcript, graduation approval from the review board, and no incomplete grades. These you will not have to worry about the approved narrative transcript and the graduation approval from review board until it is review board time. If you have any questions on any of these on these requirements, there is a list of every single thing that you can think of when it comes to finding resources for you at the university. I really want to point out for a lot of people that are coming back to school, the Center for Academic Writing on the 4th floor is great for the NDP 310 class. And then if you have any other questions, there's the Learning Support Center that is located right next to them in the library on the 4th floor. Next, I want to talk to you about the student curricula. Since the student curricula in the UWW program is very unique, we want to make sure that you are fulfilling all the university requirements which we just went over, as well as other things that you will need to be including into your learning contract. We have a couple of things that talk about the breadth, depth, and effective communication. In these areas, you will find that there are breadth areas which are fine arts, humanities, social, behavioral sciences, natural sciences, and interdisciplinary professional studies. You will need to find a couple of things that will fulfill these requirements in school or outside of school or during your independent study. Those can be further explored with your academic advisor as well as the NDP faculty here at Northeastern. The bulk of your ideas and learning here at Northeastern are going to have to deal with your depth. So your depth areas, there are a couple of ideas on how you can choose your depth area with your academic advisor, but those are just some of the basics. Effective communication is how are you demonstrating oral and written proficiencies in English and other communication forms. For example, are you using PowerPoints? Are you using technology as a social media outlet? Or are you using technology applications to present information? In addition, this is great if you speak another language because that's going to be showing you how you effectively communicate with people that do not speak the language English. This is something that you might want to put underneath effective communication, as well as humanities communication. If we go back to the top here and we go underneath learning contract, this is the bulk of your studies here. This is the bread and butter of what is going to complete your studies here at Northeastern Illinois University. The learning contract is basically what you've learned prior to coming to Northeastern, what you propose to learn, and what you actually did learn while you were here. You will see that it will have the breadth areas and the depth areas. In addition to that, there's a learning contract template and a sample for you to look at. Just click on it, download it, and you're ready to go. While you're here at Northeastern Illinois University, there are things that we call independent studies. These come in different types of ways that you will work with your academic advisors. They consist of 3 hours per independent study, and you can take a maximum of 9 credit hours each semester. They do not contain a grade, however, they do contain a pass or fail, and this is based upon your academic advisor. In order to take an independent study, you have to work with your academic advisor first. If you are planning to enroll in one semester, you must fill out the first form semester. This would only be for 1 3-hour independent study. You can download the file here. If you plan on taking 6 hours for your first independent study, you will need to fill out this form first, and then you will need to fill out the second form down here. Both these are available on download on the website. Now, if you have any questions, you can always contact your academic advisor or the faculty staff. In order to do that, you can contact us with any information. We are located in the B building here on the main campus. In addition, each semester outside of your last semester here, you will have to complete what we call a semester report. A semester report is basically summarizing all the experiences as well as any competencies you learned during your time in that semester. You will need to review with your professor or your academic advisor on what should be part of your semester report. In your semester report, not only is your academic advisor responsible for looking at it, but also your community advisor. Once you have filled out the semester report, you will see on the top of the semester report that it actually has a signature. You will need to have everybody that includes into your advising, such as your community advisor and academic advisor, fill out the form and sign it as well. And then you send it to ndp@neiu.edu. If you have any questions, once again, you can reach us at the office. For a quick form recap, we have listed all of the forms that you'll possibly need for your first couple of months here at Northeastern Illinois University. There's the learning contract, as well as samples of learning contracts. You will need to revise this learning contract your first semester. Your depth possible areas of research, what your community advisor's role and their responsibilities are, your semester reports, your independent studies, and as you go further in your career here at Northeastern Illinois University, you will see that all of this information is very important to have for your review board. If you have any questions, once again, you can reach us at our office in the B building, Suite 147, and you can reach us at 442-6030, area code 773, or email ndp@neiu.edu. Thanks for listening, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Thanks.